Please be advised that this video is for the sole purpose of entertainment. Any views are purely my own, are subjective and may not necessarily be true. I do, however, do extensive research for all of my videos. All photos have been found on the public domain. I am using them under the fair use and fair dealing guidelines. I urge everybody to do their own research. Well, hello, it's Murky Meg here. It's Monday the 27th of July and you may or may not know, but Harry and Meghan have yet again issued a lawsuit. This time it's in the county of Los Angeles, West District. They filed a complaint on the 23rd of July. Trial date is not set and I have the court documents right in front of me. Thank you to the one that sent me this. I really can't thank you enough. It is brilliant and there is some amazing stuff involved in here. So obviously the media was talking about this prior to Finding Freedom extracts coming out. I will talk about that in my next video. It's a doozy, it really is. But this court case relates to the intrusion of paparazzi into or around Tyler Perry's home that Meghan and Harry are staying in. It's been handled by Michael Kump. Now he is a ruthless lawyer that has had clients with the likes of Johnny Depp, the Kardashians, the list goes on and on. The brass tacks of it is that Harry and Meghan have filed a lawsuit because the paparazzi have, they said, invaded their privacy. Now, they said that some paparazzi and media outlets have flown drones a mere 20 feet above the house, as often as 3 times a day to obtain photographs of the couple and their young son in their private residence. He said that others have flown helicopters above the backyard of the residence as early as 5 a.m. and as late as 7 p.m, waking neighbours and their son day after day, and still others have even cut holes in the security fence itself to peer through it. The court case documents state that the couple ignored it until they learned that photos of their son Archie, particularly taken in public, were being shopped. Kump says that Archie hasn't been in public, let alone in Malibu, where the photos were supposed to be taken. He argues that the images are intentionally mislabeled because unsolicited photos of a young child in their own home is illegal. Now they're filing a claim against John Doe 1, an individual whose name is unknown, John Doe 2, an individual entirely whose name is unknown, and John Doe 3, through 100 inclusive defendants. It says that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex don't know who took the photos or who's trying to sell them, so they're suing John Doe defendants both in the hopes of finding out their identities and also to put potential buyers on notice that the photos were illegally taken. They're asking the court to order the defendants to turn over all photographs to enjoin them from further unlawful conduct and harassment. They're also seeking compensatory and punitive damages. The plaintiffs, which is Harry and Meghan, have done everything in their power to stay out of the limelight except in connection with their work, which they freely admit is newsworthy. But the photos at issue are not news. They are not public interest. They are harassment. The sole point to taking and or selling such invasive photos is to profit from a child. Now, Kump also issued a statement on behalf of Harry and Meghan. Every individual and family member in California is guaranteed by law the right to privacy in their home. No drones, helicopters or telescopic lenses can take away that right. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are filing this lawsuit to protect their young son's right to privacy in their home without intrusion by photographers, and to uncover and to stop those who seek to profit from illegal actions. Now, I do believe that Archie deserves privacy in his own home, but unfortunately Harry and Meghan don't do that themselves any favours, because as I'm going to discuss in the next video, Meghan is no stranger to a dial-a-pap, and this is what really gets me het up with regards to celebrities these days. It's fine when they want to use their child for publicity. They invite the media in. They say, come, look, hey, look, this is our child. Yet that in itself is inviting people to be curious as to what you're up to. You cannot invite the media in and then just simply shut the doors when it's not convenient for you. You either play the game or you don't. I know that sounds quite hard, but by opening up Archie to the media, which they have done, although they said they wanted privacy for their son, they have released photos. They're setting up a charity in his name. They have released videos of him, of Meghan, reading to him. That is publicity, using your child when you want to. Now, I know the law is very different here and there, but can you remember when they were in the UK, there was no paparazzi shots. Nobody invaded their privacy wherever they were staying, whether it was in Frogmore or another residence. We don't really know whether they stayed in Frogmore or not. Nobody invaded their privacy because of that gentleman's agreement with the royal family and the media. It's there. Nobody breached it. That doesn't exist in LA or Canada or wherever they may be outside of the United Kingdom. That was the risk that they took. But what this seems to be doing now, I mean, this is what, 5th court case that they are flinging at? While they have a right to protect their son, they cannot invite media in and then shut the door. But it does seem extremely strange that they don't know who they're suing. So they're casting the net far and wide to try and catch who did this. Or do you really think somebody's going to come forward, say, yeah, I did it, I was the one that cut a hole in your fence? And B, to try and stop people from buying it. They are media news right now. Everybody wants a story on them because everybody loves a villain and a hero. And whether what side you sit on with regards to Harry and Meghan, they are either villains or heroes. But what the main consensus when I've read this court document is, it's okay for us to request media only when we're doing work, but please do not bother us elsewhere. We don't want it unless we're showing Archie in where we want to, on his birthday, or when we have something that we want you to know about, or we need the publicity. Don't get me wrong, I think they have every right to protect their own child within their home. I think they're right to do this in a certain degree, but by not knowing the defendant, it just seems to make a mockery of it all, doesn't it? You either want your son to remain private, so therefore keep him private and don't use him for your advantage, or you don't. You can't have it both ways. I know that sounds harsh. They do have every right to file this court case and this claim, but I don't think that they should, because it just makes them look sue happy now. They are suing everybody and anyone now that they can, and it really does make me question whether or not they're doing this because they feel that it's right, or that they feel that they should, or that they want a very quick buck cash settlement. I'd love to know who's paying for all these lawsuits, wouldn't you? You've got to ask the question, what did they expect moving to LA, the most paparazzi place in the entire world? You know, they're moving into this gated community, but the obsession is still there, the media interest is still there. What did they expect? They left the whole umbrella of the royal family where they were protected into the wilderness where they are not, and they are trying to fling lawsuit after lawsuit to anybody that's going to try them. I did find it very laughable in the court documents where they said they've tried everything in their power to stay out of the limelight. Are they serious? Really? They haven't at all. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Will they succeed in finding the perpetrator that took the photo? Will it deter people, the paparazzi, from taking further photos, sending drones over their rented or / squatted home, or to try and crawl through the undergrowth to sneak a little peek and catch a picture of anybody playing with Archie? They chose to move to LA. They chose to use the media when they want publicity. You can't have it both ways. You can't court the media and then simply shut the door when you don't want it. Unfortunately, that just makes people annoyed. Now, she did say that there were no tabloids outside of the UK that were of any interest and that were so rabid. Well, this has just proven your point wrong, hasn't it? Because the media interest is palpable, but you only stoke the fires yourself, which make it worse. As always, I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, and also that like button. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers for all the tips and all the emails, DMs that everybody sends to me. It really is greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for watching once again.